It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Hello and good morning. It is the KVJ show. All I kept seeing today was, it's so cold. Iguanas falling from the trees. It's 63 degrees outside, people.
Yeah, I don't know why my phone lied to me. I was in the bathroom getting ready, and I looked down, and it said 56. And I was like, ooh, 56. I better put on a sweater. And then I walked outside. I'm like, it's not 56.
No, I broke a sweat locking my door.
Yeah.
I think there's a cold front coming.
There is. And that's where I don't want people to get twisted because, yeah, the same thing. I think a lot of people are walking outside today with these false pretenses that it's here. It's not here yet because... Yeah, when I was watching the news this morning, they're going, everywhere I went, people were talking about the cold weather, and it was just cold, cold, cold. And so I was starting to go outside the house. My wife's like, it's freezing out there because I only had the T-shirt on. I'm like, well, I'm putting on this little light jacket. I'm like, I don't think it hits for a while. And sure enough, I walk outside, it's 63 degrees, and it feels nice and normal. So, yeah, it is going to be this time tomorrow. But don't get it all twisted because I think there are a lot of people like my wife and me and everybody else, you're dressing inappropriately.
My phone was telling me erroneously that the cold front was here. I'm like,
my phone?
Yeah. My live phone was like preemptively. I mean, I appreciate the heads up and warning for tomorrow, but we're a full 24 hours out.
Yeah, we really are. And like I said, so I'm kind of addressing this now. Let's deal with the hype. Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
I got so many boots. I put on my boots unnecessarily early.
Yeah.
So do you think the iguana community can sense the cold weather coming in and they go, guys, we got one more day, one more night to kind of party it up, and tomorrow we're going to be frozen?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think they know because if they knew, I think they'd have a better plan because they're typically in trees. Like, first off, you're going, hey, Bob, you might want to get out of the tree. Like, it's going to get cold. You're going to fall out. Like, I'm going to be cold here on the ground, and I'm going to go hide.
Under a
can't
bush.
Mess with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
They would do that. That's what tells me they have no idea. They're just up there being,
they don't have the good sense to not run in the road and get hit by a car.
They do love a tire.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
I hit one time. I thought I hit an alligator. It was that traumatic.
They're big.
Did you stop? What did you do?
No, I did not stop. What do you think?
Because with your luck, it's still alive and it wants one last claw.
It'll come back to life.
What do you think? I'm going to pick it up and bring it to bush wildlife? I'm not the one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if are iguanas something you could bring to bush wildlife because they're one of those invasive species.
I'll never have to ponder that question because I am not trying to wrestle iguana into my car to drive it anywhere.
I've not seen an iguana there.
I haven't either.
So I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's just people aren't turning them in or
they're so invasive.
Species,
and a lot of people really hate them because they eat all your vegetation and they're not actually supposed to be in South Florida.
Mark my words right now. You talk about the pythons. We talk about the iguanas. Soon, the big problem you're going to be talking about is a
Sasquatch.
It's a crocodile that doesn't belong here in Florida, and it is multiplying and it is taking over. And you're going to start hearing stories about this crocodile that shouldn't be here, changing the ecosystem.
Well, I will tell you that it is, going to be a little bit cooler today than what you're used to. Looking at the high temps right now on my live phone, it's only going to get to 67 at about 2 p.m. We'd be typically lower 70s, so maybe 5 degrees cooler than normal. But yeah, then tonight it's going to be coming. In fact, we got 2 cold blasts going to be coming. One is starting tonight. The other one is going to be Sunday night. So what we're going to see is a little bit of rain in the morning and then colder temperatures overnight and into Friday. So this time tomorrow, get ready for that. Temperatures, probably going to be in the low to mid 40s.
Ooh, I might get
That's what you're talking about in the morning.
I might get my cowboy boots that have flames on them. Why not?
Do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now it's time to break out the boots for the next 48 hours. The only time you'll be able to wear your boots in South Florida.
If you got a little bit of a spare tire on your stomach, you love cold cold weather because you can cover it up easier.
Sometimes it is fun to dress like a bag lady and just have layers and be like, cozy.
Yeah. You know, the one thing I think you got to pay attention to is they say that gusty winds are going to be coming with the cold air. So that might be the thing that kind of cuts through. Because I've been in different kinds of cold weather, and you will definitely know when it is windy, it is a completely different game.
Okay.
Yeah, the cold, whatever the air is, it feels like it's 30 degrees colder.
It can give you lizard skin sometimes.
Totally can.
I know. I'm very lizardy. So maybe I'm I might be part iguana. I don't know.
We got to lube you up.
Yeah, we do. I'm always lubing. Trust me. I got lizard skin, man. Yes. They say Friday and the weekend here in South Florida is going to be sunny and dry. Warm, high 60s, low 70s. So that's going to be nice. And then Sunday, temperature is going to be dropping down to 50 overnight on the coast and 40 degrees inland. They say the national championship game on Monday night at Hard Rock Stadium is going to be crisp and cool with clear skies and lows around 54.
Wow.
Okay, we have cozy weather coming up.
Yeah. So not going to be too bad. So that's kind of where it is. I just want to get the record straight. You're looking at 63 degrees for the most part, depending upon where you are in South Florida, but it's going to be right around there right now.
Do the Ralstons have a temperature that's outside where they go, all right, it's cool enough to turn off the air condition?
Ooh, yeah, I don't know. I think we just set it on auto and it adjusts itself. So I don't think we ever really mess with it.
It's called the thermostat.
Yeah.
My dad, as soon as it got in the 60s, air's coming off and we're saving money.
Yeah. I think ours clicks off when it gets below 70.
Okay.
So we're not going to be cranking air if it's below 70. That's kind of our thresholds. At every 10 degrees, we act differently. So you get below 70, we're going to bundle up a little bit. You get below 60, it's like, look out. It gets below 50, then that's insanity.
The Ralstons act differently or humans in general act differently?
That's just where we're set. I don't want to speak for everyone because, look, and it's excluding one Ralston. My oldest son is averse to cold. Does not phase him at all. And he's got like 0% body fat. It doesn't make any sense at all.
I think my Rocco is kind of like that. Your Colin is very extreme, but we took Rocco to Dollywood and it was cold.
Right.
It was like 50 degrees and Mom of the Year, we forgot his coat back in the hotel room.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's fine. I'm good. He just had like a couple layers and he was running around, no phased at all.
He probably invented some invisible coat you can't see that he's keeping it remote.
Yeah.
Remote coat.
Yeah, my oldest son, we went to a Michigan game. It was 10 degrees. I had on 7 layers. He came in a light jacket that was unzipped.
I mean, 10 degrees is painful.
How are you alive?
And he grew up in South Florida.
Yes, he hates heat. Can't stand it.
Everybody's body temperature. Maybe he runs hot.
I think so. That's why I say it depends upon where you're set. Because there are some people that can't stand the heat. Other people can't stand the cold.
Maybe he's always been in menopause.
Maybe. I don't know.
To me, 10 degrees wouldn't even be enjoyable.
Not.
I wouldn't even have fun.
No.
That's why I live here.
It's terrible.
I don't know how they do it, man.
People fighting online, losing their minds. So we read the crazy crap they write and have a fun time. Well, get ready for this week's digital drama.
It's inevitable this time of year. People start getting angry when people have not taken their Christmas decorations down yet. And that's exactly what has got Kelly so upset here that people haven't done this. And she goes to Next Door to talk about it, and some of her neighbors are ready to fight back.
Man, you got to be careful on that Next Door. People know where you live.
Exactly. Your neighborhood is written in your profile. It's like,
So I will play the role of Kelly, the complainer. We'll have Virginia playing Mason. Jbird is going to play Amanda, and Denny's, we're going to have you play the role of Mark.
Any notes for us? Would you like anybody to be, particularly douchey?
I think the one note would be for you to stop asking so many questions.
Sorry, I'm stalling so I can find it on the prep. Found it on page 35.
It's towards the bottom.
I had to go through 35 pages.
Yeah, she was stalling, Kevin.
And you call me out.
Handy little hint that I've started using on Word is use the search and the navigation. And you type in digital and boom, takes you right to it, Virginia.
Oh.
There you go.
I'm learning every day.
Handy little hack for the day.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go with Kelly, what she had to say on Next Door. If you still have Christmas decorations up, you're a lazy moron. It makes the neighborhood look all kinds of run down. Take pride or move somewhere trashier. I mean, it's the middle of January, people.
Here's Amanda. Some of us work 2 jobs and have kids. Sorry, I didn't know that taking down Christmas decorations was such a big deal. You might need to get a hobby because you come off a little unhinged, you skank. You have an attitude of a gutter rat.
So we are already resorting to name-calling? You're not busy. You have bad life management skills. And to be frank, a horrible example to your kids. Oh. Way to teach them to be all kinds of lazy.
My mom died in December.
Oh, damn.
The tree and decorations stay up because it helps me breathe. I'm not taking nothing down. Kelly, you suck so bad. We don't have an HOA, so deal with it, devil woman. And just FYI, your jowls are becoming distracting.
You know, grief isn't a hall pass to turn the block into a clearance aisle. I didn't kill your mother, so don't turn your attack dogs on me. Everyone's mother dies.
Damn.
It gives you no right to keep up your Christmas decorations. Also, jowls are a sign of wisdom in most cultures.
Are they?
You leave your trash cans out for days, Kelly. You have a very ugly cat who is a bully, and when you cook, you stink up the whole block. Take a chill pill, go get your vodka that you love so much. Maybe you can level out a bit and stop acting like a lunatic.
I do not drink. How dare you even make such a horrible accusation? I am a member of the church, and I will sue you for liability and slander. You've really done it now. My friend's uncle is a great friend of the sheriff. I would get one lawyer if I was you.
Kelly, you make social media suck. Go play with the ball in the middle of traffic. Since you're so bored, that'll give you something to do.
And that, Amanda, is a threat of harming me and my personage. I guess I'm going to be naming you on the lawsuit, too. You're all going to be eating my lawyer's dust. You messed with the wrong one here. Very passionate lady.
Yeah, Kevin, I'm not going to lie.
Got them jowls a flapping.
I don't know. You kind of sounded hot.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, a little southern bit.
Was it the jowls?
Is that true? Is that a sign of wisdom in most cultures?
Not one.
I got mine like pulled back because they were looking prominent, but I did not feel wise.
Yes.
Okay, well, we've got another interesting post here. This one starts off with Kara. She's got a boyfriend named Eddie, and she's been having problems with him. So she unwisely takes the fight to social media just to blast him and publicly shame him. And Eddie's sister doesn't like it. And she lets Kara know, and all hell is about to break loose. All right, Bird, you're going to play Kara, the girlfriend. We are going to have me playing the role of Eddie. Virginia, you're going to be Gloria. And Denny's, you'll be Maya.
All right, here's Kara. I'm done pretending. When you're in a relationship and one person is actually trying in the bedroom and the other treats it like it's a chore, that's not love. That's laziness. I shouldn't have to beg my own boyfriend for a little effort.
Wow. Public humiliation instead of a conversation. Real classy, Kara. Maybe if you didn't treat intimacy like a Yelp review, I'd actually feel comfortable around you.
Oh, absolutely not. You don't get to drag my brother online like this. If you have issues, handle them privately. You don't embarrass people for attention. This is gross, Kara.
Gloria, stay out of grown-up conversations. Your brother isn't a victim. He's a man who stopped trying. I'm not going to apologize for wanting effort instead of excuses. He gets so drunk that he can't even get it up most of the time.
Hey, wait a minute.
Effort? Please. If it wasn't for Eddie, you'd be pregnant, working at some Circle K, and sleeping with your drug dealer. He didn't just date you, he rescued you from your own bad decisions.
Whoa, Gloria. That's rich coming from someone who's known to be the town hoe. Kara didn't need saving. She needed a boyfriend who actually knows what he's doing. Let's not act like Eddie is exactly packing confidence down there.
Damn.
Why do you think people call him Little Eddie behind his back?
Cool. So now I guess my body is a group discussion. Really mature people. Funny how everything was just fine until you needed internet validation, Kara. And my size, it's just fine. I swear it is.
Validation? You're mad because you got exposed instead of fixing problems. You're here on the internet. That says everything we need to know about you, girlfriend.
Who's that?
Who's next?
Kara.
Kara, where you, girlfriend?
Bird, that's you.
Yeah, I see. Here's the truth. Is that where we're at?
Yes.
Here's the truth. Sorry, it's us so much. Here's the truth. Since we're already burning it down, I stayed quiet for months to protect your ego, Eddie, but I'm not shrinking myself anymore. If I honestly embarrass you this much, maybe the problem isn't me posting. Maybe it's you refusing to improve.
Okay.
Eddie's not bringing the heat.
No, well, I don't know.
He says he is. I
He
trust
says he's
him.
fine.
Yeah, I trust him too.
He says he's fine.
He swears on it.
She's the one that brought this online. I don't trust her.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design. Well, we got a few little continuing stories here for you. Timothy Busfield, you may not know him, but he is the husband of Melissa Gilbert, and he's been an actor and a producer and a behind-the-scenes guy. And there's these allegations of abuse of children, and we had heard that there was two twin boys that had come forward and said when they were young, or when they were on the set of the show that he was doing, The Cleaning Lady, that they had said that he did something. But then it went years before the parents confronted him, and then they told the officials. And so he's currently facing those charges in New Mexico, but now there's new charges coming out of Sacramento, where apparently a parent said their female child, when she was 16 years old and auditioning for him at a theater that he used to run in Sacramento, that he abused her during that time as well. So I don't know what's going on here, but if a bunch of different people that don't know each other have the same story about you, it's usually true.
Yeah, it's one of those things that can go either way. I mean, I think also, too, sometimes people see a money trail and they all just start jumping on it saying, hey, you know what? I worked with him one time. Let's cook up a little story.
Well, the guy that's now throwing these allegations at him, I guess that guy was a therapist. And back in the day, Timothy Busfield, according to him, promised to get therapy and then, maybe didn't get therapy and continued to hurt people and kids. And that's, I think, where they're saying, okay.
To get therapy for that condition?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you know that somebody has an issue where they are touching kids inappropriately and they tell you they need therapy for it. Do you have an obligation then to alert authorities immediately?
As the therapist, you ask?
Yes.
That's a great question. I was just thinking about that the other day. If somebody confessed a murder to a therapist, do they have to tell the cops?
I believe so. I think there is. I think they have that obligation that that's where it ends, is if they do know of something illegal that is going on, especially when you have future victims waiting in this person's path. How you can hold on to that and not say anything legally, to me, would be baffling.
How far do the crimes go, though? What if you say, I've been dealing all this cane from my house? Do they have an obligation to tell the feds about the cane dealings?
I think if you have somebody that is touching kids inappropriately, you tell everybody.
Yes.
Grown-ass man is touching kids inappropriately. We have to tell, because we can't just leave it to the hope that he gets the therapy he needs. And it sounds like that's what the family says happened. But this is so many years ago now. And they only came forward after they heard about the other charges of him and the other two kids.
Yeah, I'm curious how the therapy thing works, because if you are allowed to say, and he had said, hey, I've got a real propensity to touch children that I shouldn't inappropriately, and he didn't report that, and he's supposed to.
Yeah, but then my question is, how far does that go? What if somebody admits to the therapist, they haven't done any crimes, but they've been thinking about doing crimes. They've got these urges. Do they now have the responsibility to let the authorities know that? But there's been no crimes committed, but you get the feeling that they may lash out.
Great question. These are all great questions, and I don't know the answer.
The text I'm getting, and there's now about 3 or 4, they said therapists are mandated reporters. It should have been reported. For abuse against children, they are mandatory reporters per state statute. So, yeah, that would be my question, because if Timothy Busfield confessed this to a therapist and said, I need to come talk to you because I have a propensity to touch children inappropriately and I want to try to get it fixed, and then he went on and touched other kids.
Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. I mean, obviously, if kids are getting hurt, you always tell the authorities. But let's say I'm sitting down with my therapist and I go, Dr. Sinicki, about a year ago, I robbed a Circle K. I got about 300 bones and I stole some honey buns. Are you obligated to tell the police that, or do you keep that just in your files?
I don't know about robbery. I think it should be a law about touching kids or murder or rape or all those things, but I don't know if it is. And then, is California different than Florida? Because the alleged victim's father is, in fact, a therapist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Anna said if you have thoughts, then there's no obligation. That's what the therapy is actually for, is the thoughts. But if you had said, I've touched kids inappropriately before and I'm afraid I'm going to do it again, I need to come get therapy, then that might change it. And then you have to report that a crime had actually happened, not just the thought of a crime.
Well, stay tuned, because this is messy. I hope there's no more victims that come forward, but, we all know these things and how they go. So we will keep you posted, and it'll be very interesting to see. He is currently still being held, so it'll be interesting to see what sticks. In other news, I don't know if this is going to stick, but Spanish prosecutors are currently reviewing claims that Julio Iglesias sexually assaulted 2 former employees at his homes in the Dominican Republic and the Bahamas. A formal complaint was filed on January 5th, and now he is going to answer for these in Spain's national court.
Okay. Yeah, his big hit that he did for English was a duet with Willie Nelson back in the day. I remember when I was a little kid.
Is that for all the girls I've loved before?
Yeah, I think we know what love before means now.
Oh, my goodness.
But it does roll off the tongue better to all the girls I've sexually assaulted before.
Oh, my goodness. That did not age well.
No.
It's not love if they're mad about it.
Absolutely.
And more details coming out about Kiefer Sutherland's arrest. We told you that he was in an Uber. It was like after midnight, and, he's trying to do the responsible thing, it sounds like, not get a DUI like he has in the past, and take a ride share instead. But something happened in the car. We don't know what the driver said, But Kiefer threatened to kill the driver and then assaulted him with his hands.
Did he think he was in an episode of 24?
I don't know. Yeah, anything's possible, but the 911 call came from the driver, and Kiefer was threatening to kill him. Kiefer is saying, look, I asked the driver 3 times to pull over and let me out, but he wouldn't. So, yeah, I put my hands on him. I don't know what was going on. There may have been a language barrier. So Kiefer may have been asking to be let out of the vehicle, but the guy didn't speak English. I don't know. We'll keep you posted on that one as well. That one is continuing to develop as we get more details.
Have you ever seen the Reese Witherspoon, Kiefer Sutherland movie called Freeway? It was from the mid-90s, 1996.
I don't know that I have.
It is a very underrated, horrific movie. If you like mind freak movies, I highly recommend it. It is weird.
All right.
But I don't think a lot of people know about it. In fact, I probably lost the audience by even bringing it up.
But hey, it's a little tip for you.
Yeah, I guess with that story, I probably shouldn't be promoting his movies, but you know.
Especially movies where he's on the freeway.
Yeah, good point. Well, really on point today, Bird.
You're fine. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
If you know somebody really well, you should be able to kind of get in their head and have an idea of how they're going to answer something. And that's what we put to the test here in Majority Rule. We're going to see if you can answer like a majority of the other people here on the KVJ show.
I hate to break it to you, but me and Denny's are teaming up this week, and we are Team Full Throttle.
What's the win-loss record on Team Full Throttle, by the way?
I believe we're 0-4, Kevin.
Okay.
Team Crotch Bump, not impressive.
This is our, like the Dolphins, this is our year.
Yes.
Today.
It is, okay.
Yes.
All right. All right, first thing I want you to do here is write down a streaming service. Give me a streaming service. Okay, what are we going to go with here? All right, I am going to start off. I'm going to go YouTube. I think somebody's going to answer with YouTube. What do you think, Virginia?
I wrote Spotify.
Okay, Jbird.
YouTube.
Wow. Denny's.
Bro, Netflix.
Netflix. Is it on Netflix?
I figured Virginia would put Netflix.
I should have put Netflix.
Jbird and I have a match.
Whoa.
You two picking the very thing that had you so upset 2 weeks ago. You're like a battered wife over here.
What in the hell are you talking about?
YouTube kicked you off.
Oh, okay.
But yet you're picking YouTube.
Okay, you're not getting in my head. Nope, not today. The witch cannot get through my head today, Kev.
She's just mad because she didn't get a point because she didn't think of it herself.
Because guess what? Now me and Kevin are Full Throttle 2.0.
Watch out, Kevin. That crotch bump will get you.
I want to see them cross.
I thought I was going to win too, but
I would pay money for that. He comes in hot.
okay, give me a famous podcast. Oh. Give me a famous podcast. Where are we going to go with that one? What do you think, Virginia? What are you going to go with here?
Jeez. All right. I'm going to answer. I'm going to say Smartless.
Damn it.
Jbird?
I was trying to be topical. I think it bit me. Amy Poehler's podcast.
That's right. It just won.
We talked about it for 20
It
minutes.
didn't deserve to win.
Oh, yeah. And it didn't deserve to be talked about for 20 minutes.
You're talking about everything bad.
Stop getting in my head.
Denny's?
I thought Virginia would do. I did. Is Armchair Expert.
Armchair Expert.
Yeah, I thought she was going to do it.
I did too. I thought Virginia was going to do that, and that's why I did it.
Wow.
Denny's.
I thought you were going to do Smartless, so I did Smartless.
Crazy game we play here.
I didn't know if you knew the name of it. I thought everybody just calls it Dak Shepard's podcast.
Yeah, I knew the name. I think Kevin and we're about to crotch bump if we win this thing.
I mean, everybody's getting crotch action but me.
Yeah, Virginia's the only one that doesn't have a point right now.
Lose.
Majority rule.
Do I make a deal with the devil and join forces?
Can you say it? You want to join voices?
What is joining voices?
Join voices.
Whoa, I'm going to join voices with you.
I want to do it, Jbird.
I have no idea why I turned into a 1920s kid.
Sound like a newsie.
Let's go with the pop diva next.
Okay.
Pop diva. Who are we going to go with here? All right, Jbird, let you start off this round.
Only talking about Madonna.
Denny's.
Only talk about Mariah Carey.
Damn it.
I would Dua Lipa. Virginia.
All right, Denny's. Mariah Carey.
Okay, all right. Got a point in there.
Okay.
Denny's has tied it up. Everybody's got a point.
I think me and you have to join forces, Virginia.
Let's join voices.
I can't say it.
We got to get you a speech class after we play this game together.
I keep saying voices.
Crotch bump, then speech class.
Oh, man.
All right, next up, I need to get a comedian.
All
Give
right.
me
All right.
a comedian.
It's tough.
All right.
Oh.
Who are we going to go with? All right. Okay, Denny's, you get to start this one off.
Oh, gosh. I wrote Howie Mandel.
Okay. I went Eddie Murphy.
Oh, I just did it. Damn it.
Virginia.
I just talked about him in the dirt of the day and the fact that he's going to get a podcast. I went Pete Davidson because I hoped one of you were listening.
No, we never listen to the dirt. What did I write down?
Did you write Join Voices?
No, I wrote. I'm so sorry, Kevin. I think I wrote Jerry Seinfeld. Is that what? I forgot because I'm.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
You tried to write Jerry Seinfeld.
I don't think I've ever come to anybody in this game and they didn't know their answer.
You guys should just honestly beat me up.
Come with us, old yeller.
Okay, nobody gets a point on that. Okay, give me a breakfast cereal. Next. Let's see if we can get a match on this here in majority rule. And I'm going to start with my all-time favorite. I'm going to go Captain Crunch. Virginia.
Yes, I wrote down Peanut Butter Captain Crunch.
Okay.
That's the best.
All right, Jbird.
Captain Crunch.
Denny's.
You guys all wrote Captain Crunch. I wrote CTC.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Toast Crunch.
It's one of the
Okay.
best.
This is going to change the game.
Wow.
And that means that I win. How about that?
Dang.
Team Full
3 to 2.
Throttle.
Yeah.
Watch
Feels
out,
so good to be on
Kevin.
this
Yeah, I want to
team.
see this crotch bump.
Yeah, you're about to get it.
Yeah. So what do you think? Is this a makeup or a breakup? What if your girlfriend called her ex to come fix her flat tire and you were available? Now, the email says, my girlfriend got a flat tire late at night, and instead of calling me, she called her ex-boyfriend.
Huh?
I said, okay, so why would you do that? Because I was available. She's like, well, his dad owns a tire shop, and he'll fix it for me cheaper and faster, and I don't want to bother you. And the only reason I found out was because I saw her ex-dad's business card. It was in her car, which she got when she did the whole process. So that's why I asked her about it. And then she's like, what, are you insecure and just jealous?
Yes, because you're making me feel that way.
Yeah. She said I was overreacting. And the thing is, I know how to change a tire. I could have done this. Yeah, maybe a little bit more effort, maybe not as fast, but still, I'm your boyfriend now. He was your boyfriend then.
Sometimes people give you a reason to be insecure. I know that people always think that's a mic drop. Oh, you're so insecure. Well, yeah, because you've made me insecure by the actions you've been committing.
And you were sneaky about it. You should have called me when you got the flat. And if I wasn't available, then you go down the line to other people.
Now, if you're insecure and there's nothing there to be insecure about and you're making things up in your head, that's a different animal. But if you're... Now, this is a breakup for me, dog. This is a no. Nope. Sorry. Ex-boyfriend's going to come get your... No, I'm going to fix your tire because I'm your boyfriend. I'm going to help you. You call me when you're in distress, not your ex.
Yeah, I don't think she knows how to do a relationship, because if she cared about the relationship, you would always call. And if nothing else, she would have called and said, hey, I have a flat tire. I think it would be faster and quicker if I went. My ex-boyfriend's dad, he has a tire shop, and he said he'd always, take care of a situation. I just think it'd be easier. Do you have a problem with that?
Right.
And if he's like, no, go ahead, then you're free and clear. If he's like, yeah, I don't like that, then be like, okay, well, I'm on a time constraint. If you're going to do it, you need to come here like somebody in a NASCAR pit crew to get it done for me.
Life's too short for these little games we're playing. No, I'll be in the urn one day. I don't want to waste my time fighting about your ex fixing your tires. This is stupid.
You got to respect your man you're with.
74% of people say that is a breakup for them.
And the other 25% are the people calling their ex-boyfriend.
Now, this person wants to know if they should give this person another chance to hurt them. This would be a make-up question from a breakup that happened last year. This person's 28, and they said, earlier last year, I got absolutely rocked. I had dated this woman for about a year, and I really thought that we were going to wind up together forever. Then in February of 2025, she ended things abruptly to get back together with a guy that she had dated before me. Not only did that hurt, but she also told me she didn't want to see me ever again, which was brutal and just ripped me apart. And then to make it worse, they got engaged within a month. So for the whole rest of 2025, I'm trying the heal, unfollow, pretend I'm fine, all those kind of like little steps that you take. And just as I was getting over it, she reaches out to tell me her engagement is off. And she says, hey, do you think we could meet up? I agree, but I go into it thinking that we're just friends. While we're there, we started talking, and across the table, she reaches out for my hand, grabs it, holds it, looks at me like she loves me. Immediately, all my feelings come rushing back. I was terrified. She's like, I just got over this girl. I don't want to be the guy who gets burned twice by the same fire, but I also can't pretend that there aren't still massive feelings there. Do you give someone another shot after they left and they come back?
You do not only run from this girl, you need to sprint or get in a car that goes very fast away from her. Now, we're not getting back together. Sorry.
I mean, you already went and sat down with her. I don't know.
She's treating you like yesterday's garbage. No, the other thing didn't work out, so now you're option 2, which is option 1 in her eyes. No.
She's probably going to hurt you again, but it sounds like she's hot and she's out of your league and you're just enamored by her. I think you got to ride this pony till it bucks you again.
No, do not ride this pony.
Get it out of your system.
No, he's going to get emotionally attached. He can't
He already is.
Exactly. That's why you don't get involved. There's no buck this, whatever you're saying about bucking. No, he's too invested in it. He can't turn off the feels. That's going to be psychologically damaging for him.
Exactly. He can't turn off the feels. He's got to ride this pony till she bucks him.
No, you need to get away from her. You need to meditate on this and cut off all contact.
He's not going to be able to. Look, she's probably going to break your heart again, but you need to know that going in this time. And then when she breaks your heart again, I think you'll finally be finished with her. And if she reaches out again, you won't go sit down across the table and have a dinner with her. You'll be like, nope, we're done. My heart is over you. I can't go through this again.
Mm-hmm.
You should start your own podcast and call it Worst Advice Ever.
That would be fun.
I mean, what are you talking about?
I'm spitting truth.
You're trying to send a man into full-on war.
He's already there.
No, there's a way to retreat.
He's thinking with the wrong head.
That's why you got to get straight and you got to get away from this devil.
Easily said by an old dog like you.
Ruff, ruff.
These people sound young. He's young and dumb.
Oh, yeah, this is a part where she adds details to the scenario.
I was 28.
I was 28, Kev.
Young to her.
He works in finance.
It's young.
Yeah.
28 is young.
Is he 28 really?
Yeah.
Damn, I hate when she's right.
How public.
Whatever, I'm used to it.
Look, 94% of people are saying, do not get back with this girl. And I am part of that 94% right now. And I would tell you this, even let's say 5 to 10 years down the road, you are happily married and you have kids and everything is great. Your play right now, you cannot go bail her out and run back into her arms. You need to say, you know what? No, I think I'm in a good place right now and it's all good. Now, if a year passes and she's not jumping in a bunch of relationships and she's not taken up and you fast forward, it's a year or a year plus and you're still both single and you can tell that she definitely made the wrong decision and she really wants to be only with you and you still feel the same way, then maybe you pick it up back then. But I think you need to remain single for this year. At least don't get back with her within the next calendar year.
She's bad news. She's got Sith-like ways. She'll twist your mind.
She's that poison ivy that he can't help.
You know
he's in it, and he's going to be itchy, and she's going to burn him again. But he is going to think about her. If he doesn't ride this pony again, the new girl that he gets with will always be the second best to her.
And do you know what poison ivy gives you? It gives you bumps. And it gives you bumps everywhere. Keep that in mind.
I agree. I'm telling you, I agree with you.
Yeah.
She's bad for him, but he's not finished letting her hurt him.
So good. I can't. You know
so
what?
you need to run back into it to get hurt again.
He's already there, Kevin.
No,
he already took the dinner. He already sat with her and let her hold his hand, and all the feelings came rushing back. He's already there.
Virginia is off on a lot of stuff. This one, she is majorly off to a point where it's not even in the stadium. It's
He's
out.
already dreaming about her at night again. Oh, he's so in it.
So do people who are addicted to heroin. You don't send them into a heroin farm to go take more heroin. I mean, just because you want something and you lust for something doesn't mean you should take it.
So Virginia's advice is, we know this is a bad idea. It's going to be massively hurtful to you. Get to it fast.
Oh, and it's going to give you permanent psychological damage for relationships.
You'll never be able to have a healthy relationship ever again because of what she's going to do to you.
You got to get her out of your system, bro.
Yeah.
You got to let her hurt you again so bad that you're like, okay, not doing that again.
I would listen to your podcast, The Worst Advice Ever, and get so mad at it.
That's it. You'd hate listen.
I would.
Just hate listen.
Done what I'm talking about.
What? You have no idea what you're talking.
I do.
You know nothing about my.
You've done it. I've done it.
This is the part where she now throws me under the bus to make her point, which is terrible.
It's not a bus. It's a van.
Whatever. Now, you ain't getting in my head today, witch.
We've all done this. You got to get her out of your system.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a whole big sliding scale of advice on this. If that's what you're looking for, you can go ahead and send us that email, mail@kvjshow.com.
And I'm going to watch that podcast. Worst advice ever.
You got a listener. And I will call in. I'll be so mean chat room like.
You can't wait. It's going to be a new thing. We are looking for new podcasts.
We are.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Fighting in the nude, drunk people pooping in the street. It's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, on Tuesday, police in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, responded to a place called the Palms of Emerald Coast Massage Parlor.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Sounds like a little rubbing a tug kind of Robert Kraft situation.
I have no idea how this story ends, but I feel like it's happy.
Now, apparently somebody reported that they were yelled at and physically shoved out of the business by a massage parlor employee.
Well, that's not a happy ending.
No.
And when the cops showed up, they tried to cuff the woman responsible for the assault, but they say she began, quote, defecating toward the officers in an attempt to avoid being arrested.
I mean, what a superpower.
That's amazing, huh?
She's like a skunk with that spray.
Or like an inking.
An inking, like, yeah, an octopus ink.
That's what she does. Watch out.
Wow.
Yeah, well, to answer the question, it didn't work.
They saw right through it.
Yeah, she was arrested. And here's the thing. Apparently, this spa has had some issues, and so they kind of keep changing the name. It's now the Palms of Emerald Coast, but its last name was called the Classy Spa. So what did she do to make them realize they had to change the name from the classy spa?
Nothing classy about pooping on the front line first responder. That is not classy. He didn't sign up for this.
You can't spell class without ass.
Well, this is an odd story of a Utah man named Michael Grant Robinson. He went into a bank, demanded $1,000. For some reason, he only walked away with 140. I don't know if they were tapped on cash at this bank or that's just all he got. So with $140, he walks to a nearby Mexican restaurant. He gets himself a meal. It costs $19.53. He calmly eats his meal and then leaves the remainder of the $140 as a tip. But he still was caught because apparently he has distinctive face, neck, and head tattoos. So he wasn't very hard to track down from the description.
Fascinating.
It is interesting to find out, okay, so what were you thinking exactly? What's going on here?
Dummy.
There's a stranger in Illinois that knocked on somebody's door around midnight and asked the resident to make him a pizza.
That's sweet drunk talk right
Yeah.
there.
That
Probably.
is. And honestly, if I was drunk as well and I answered the door, I'd say, yeah, get in here, you big lug.
Yeah,
It
police
seems safe.
were called. There's a story in Virginia where police had to charge a middle school teacher with assault and battery after she threw her shoe at a student.
I know that you really want to, and I get it, but you can't use your shoe as a weapon and clock a kid in the head.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah.
I bet that's happened so much, especially in the 70s and 80s. I bet so many kids got hit in the head with a shoe.
Oh, I saw a nun from like 20 feet across the room get a kid in the temple with those old wooden erasers.
Yeah.
Remember those giant chalkboard erasers and the one side was wood and the other side was felt?
I always heard that myth about nuns. They have great accuracy.
This nun clocked him right in the temple and he was out for the count.
He was actually knocked him
Really?
He
out.
fell out of a chair. He fell on the floor. I was
Wow.
like, oh my gosh, what have I signed up for here? This may be a little much for me.
Got a story here of a woman who was arrested for a DUI. She was on the road in Washington on I-5, and just after 3 a.m., a state trooper pulled her over because she was swerving. When he got to her window, he realized she was not wearing any clothes.
Whoopsie.
He said, yeah, where are your clothes? She's like, I don't know. She then later admitted that she had been drinking and took a very strong marijuana edible.
Oh, girl. It
Yeah.
got away from you.
She quickly failed all sobriety tests.
Oh, boy.
And another interesting story here out of Sacramento. A woman got arrested midweek here. They say that around noon, they noticed that this woman allegedly stole a semi-truck as the driver was unloading a delivery. And they started following the Cisco-owned truck's engine. They said that it was off, but it had a key in it when he was unloading it. And so she got her hands on that. And then when they finally pulled over this lady, Michaela Bauwenzel, they said that she was pantsless. I don't know exactly what happened. They said that she was wearing just a shirt when they finally pulled her over, and she took off running. They then unleashed a canine.
Oh, boy. That's not going to go well.
The canines usually get their mark.
And you're pantsless?
Yeah.
Against a canine?
She's pantsless against the canine, and so where it goes next is pretty crazy because she's running. The canine goes to catch up with her, bites her square in the ass,
Oh, damn.
and then she poops on the dog.
Really?
Yes. I bet the dog didn't see that one coming.
I didn't see that one coming. That
Yeah,
was
it's a little twist at the end there, isn't it?
That is.
Poop as a weapon today.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of gross ladies. In fact, I don't know if you can call them ladies at this point.
No, you cannot.
Yeah, kind of crazy. They say that residents of West Haven, Connecticut are losing sleep over a persistent low-frequency hum that is affecting their well-being.
Dude, I have talked about this before. This is something that's a global problem. All over the world, this has been reported, and people can't figure out what it is.
Yeah, it's a kind of a crazy story here.
For months, all the buzz in West Haven, Connecticut has been about an annoying buzz.
It's just repetitive now. You know, you just keep hearing it.
Residents in the city of 55,000 started complaining at least a year ago.
I just thought it was me going a little cuckoo.
But the calls crescendoed last spring, according to Mayor Dorinda Borer.
Is this sort of like a mystery that has blanketed West Haven?
It's not in every neighborhood. It's in enough neighborhoods that we want to make sure we're addressing their quality of life.
The issue recently reaching a fever pitch.
We're just asking for transparency.
They say the city has hired an acoustic firm to trace the noise's source to try to figure out what's going on, but you can hear that people there are just kind of losing their minds with whatever this noise is.
The odd thing, too, is not everybody hears it. So maybe you got a group of 5 people, 2 out of the 5 hear it. The other 3 go, you guys are crazy. I can't hear what you're talking about. And this really is a global thing that's been going on for quite a long time. Some people say it's military trying out stuff. Some people think it's environmental. I must say this. Some people think it could be aliens.
It might be also your dishwasher, because that happened to me. I'm like, what's that noise? I hear a noise. And I'm running downstairs looking for it, and I'm like, oh, damn, it's a dishwasher.
I don't feel bad. I thought my refrigerator was actually the Night Stalker trying to break in my house.
Just make sure it's not your appliances before you start accusing the government.
No, what it is, though, you go outside, you can tell it's out in the atmosphere. It's not an indoor thing. It's coming from outside.
That's scary, bruh. It could be a drone above your house, too. And you can't see it, but it can see you.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty dumb answer. No, drone? It's not a drone.
It could be a drone.
I think it's from the ground.
From the ground?
We'll talk about it later. We're ruining this segment.
Kevin's used to it.
There's a woman in Colorado that was upset about a $2 public improvement fee that she found on a receipt at a Chick-fil-A.
I don't know if I'm late to the party, but what is a public improvement fee from Chick-fil-A? What is that, Chick-fil-A? What is a public improvement fee for $2?
What is that?
Yeah.
I know these are a lot of times independently owned and operated, right? Like they're franchises.
Yeah, I think Chick-fil-A is pretty strict on who they allow. I think a lot of times you have to start in the franchise, work there for a while before they grant you one.
Something tells me they would not like you doing a add-on fee like that and making a big national story out of tricking consumers.
Yeah. I don't know if they would allow you to add something like that. Maybe it was something standard across it. If you notice one at a Chick-fil-A near you or any other bizarre charges, you're like going, what is that all about?
Read your receipt, because I'm telling you, more and more places are doing this to us. And if you are like me and you're moving so fast and you have people yelling at you, like, you got to stop down and look at your receipt and make sure you're not being overcharged.
Unless it's on a Sunday, because you'll be getting no receipt on a Sunday.
No chicken either.
On Ask Reddit, they were asking, what is the first sign that you notice that someone is a bad driver? Now, they had some interesting ones on here. A lot of them you would expect, things that people always rant on when it comes to terrible drivers in South Florida. People that are driving slow in the fast lane, not using turn signals, hard braking at every stop. They're tailgating you. Yeah, those are some of the standard ones. But I thought this was kind of good because they said the first sign that someone's a terrible driver, it's always overconfidence mixed with zero awareness.
Yeah, have you ever had somebody do something so wrong on the road, anybody who would see it would go, that person's wrong, and they give you the finger? You go, wait a minute, I'm not the one that did the wrong thing. I should be giving you the finger.
I always complain with my wife. She just cannot keep her attention on the road. She is so wrecked by social media or whatever it is. Like her brain's like, She's always looking around at something else. I'm like, you know, you're driving at this moment, right?
Squirrel.
Like our whole lives are in your hands.
That happens so much now. You see it on I-95 where someone's going so slow in the left lane and you pull around in the middle and they are on their phone.
Right, yeah.
Not even giving a crap what's going on behind. There's a long line behind them. They're watching TikTok.
Yeah. I saw somebody, they were so impressed because their Uber driver had rigged it. So, you know how they have those huge screens now in a lot of cars, whether it be Tesla or whatever, but a lot of cars are actually doing that. And he had gone around the system that disables video from playing. And so he was showing that on a screen so people could watch, and he was playing, music videos instead of just playing the radio or whatever they wanted to watch he was doing. But as they're making this video and showing, see how cool this is? They don't realize their Uber driver's not watching the road. He's sitting there watching the screen along with them. Like, does this not concern you? I'm like, I know you think it's awesome that you get to watch a show, but why don't you watch your own phone? Then he watches the road.
Well, some of those Teslas are self-driving.
This wasn't a Tesla.
Oh, okay.
He had put the screen in himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had full control, looked like, of the vehicle from the video I saw.
This is an El Camino.
And even still, if you could, I don't love if somebody completely disengaged from the driving experience, even in a self-driving car. I don't think the self-driving cars are all the way there yet.
I 1,000,000,000% agree with Kevin. They're there to help you. You should always be focused on a road and a machine that you're in.
My self-driving car makes me a better driver. When I am on 95 and I put it in self-driving mode, it is way better of a driver than I am.
I noticed Virginia's driving improves greatly when we order a Lyft.
Yes. She's a great driver when she's not behind the wheel. There's another sign they said that you notice that somebody's a bad driver when they can't maintain speed and they keep decelerating and accelerating. Have you ever seen that person on the highway that you'll get around them and then all of a sudden they zip around you and then they get in front of you again. Then they start going 10 miles an hour slower. So
they think you're in some battle with them and you don't even know them. Like, why would I be battling you? I don't care.
Right. I don't care enough about it. I'm just trying to get there. So why don't you just kind of stick with a consistent speed? Because you're in a 25 mile per hour zone of you'll go all the way to the low end, then you go all of a sudden to the high end.
The one I love is when maybe you've done something wrong, maybe you didn't, but the driver thinks you did, and they pull up next to you and they just mean mug you as if you just killed one of their family members. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. If I cut you off on accident, it was nothing personal, I swear.
I was rocking out to Billy Joel.
Yes, just the way you always playing. I had to turn it up to the 10 level.
And another thing that drives me crazy, and you always wonder, like, the person who's driving the car, they not have an awareness, because they may not, but you ever have that person that just hangs out in your blind spot and you can't see them? You're looking in all your mirrors. You don't know if they're there, and you have to do that. Yep, they're still there. And they just perfectly stay in your blind spot the entire time.
That's the name I've given my Jeep.
Blind spot.
Blind spot. Yeah. Yeah, that will be my demise.
You do have significant blind spots.
I looked into it. There's that model has blind spots. It was reported on there.
We should have looked into it before we bought the car.
Yeah, it was the cheapest one off the lot.
I know. I was there.
It was the same week I was buying my house. You know, I had to get what I had to get.
You were trying to just keep money from hemorrhaging out of your life.
And I thought this was a great way to put it, too, when you're talking about identifying a bad driver. They said a good driver sometimes misses their turn. A bad driver never misses their turn. Meaning, have you ever seen that person that you need to keep going because your ass missed your exit? You all of a sudden can't divert all the way from the fast lane over here, drive up the embankment, or try to cut people off that are actually doing it the right way. You need to just say, sorry, man, I screwed up. Go to the next ramp and then try to find your way back.
Because I don't want a lawsuit, I'm going to open this statement with allegedly. I might have seen Virginia do some questionable things in a car before. Allegedly.
We were running late.
I don't even want to speak.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
So who is going to be running the Miami Dolphins when 85-year-old Stephen Ross is done? Who knows how many seasons he has left? So he's got a succession plan that is going on, and that successor is going to be his 37-year-old son-in-law. Daniel Silman is the person who's going to be running the Miami Dolphins when Stephen Ross is done.
Don't mess around, Silman. You better make sure that you have a happy wife, happy life.
No doubt, right?
You got to keep daddy's little girl happy or you're not going to be in charge.
Yeah. I mean, you could put together a list of dumbest person in South Florida to cheat. He might be at the top of that list now. Yeah, dude. Because here's the crazy thing about it. It's not just the Miami Dolphins you're talking about. In fact, Stephen Ross said that he was offered $15 billion for what he has built in Miami Gardens. Now, $7.5 billion of that is just the Miami Dolphins franchise, which that's a pretty good chunk of money.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, and that's the other half of the value, everything he has done to Hard Rock Stadium, the F1 Miami Grand Prix that's going on, of course, they got the Miami Open that is there, and he put it together as this big old complex. That is half the value of the whole thing. So he's built just as much value in that the property as he has in owning the Miami Dolphins themselves. So right now, this guy Silman, he is getting more into the game. He led the recent general manager search that hired John Eric Sullivan. He's now part of a group that's interviewing candidates for the head coach, along with his father-in-law, some other team executives. Then you got Dan Marino, Troy Aikman is all involved with that, trying to find the next Miami Dolphins coach, who's not going to be John Harbaugh. And he's also the CEO of Relevant. And he's worked with Stephen Ross since 2014 through RSE Ventures. So sounds like it's going to be in good hands. And Stephen Ross is making sure that he has gone through the fire a bit before fully handing over the reins to him. But that is who's going to be calling the shots in the future for the Miami Dolphins.
Fascinating.
Daniel Silman is the name. All right, Bird, what you got on your mind today?
So I love trying to figure out the dream state of a human. I think dreaming is so bizarre. I feel like we still haven't really tapped into what all of that stuff means. And I know I've got different sleeping patterns than y'all, especially when it comes to my dreaming. And I tend to dream in, for example, I'll have a theme that goes on for 3 or 4 nights, and it's
murder.
Well, it could be murder. It could be dinosaurs. It could be whatever.
Dragons.
For whatever reason, I have been dreaming about ping pong so much, playing it, putting on a tournament. But it's almost every time I go back to sleep, it kind of like a series picks back up. And I go, well, that's kind of an odd dream, but my spirit has been wanting to play ping pong so bad lately. So it's on my mind. That makes sense why I'm dreaming it. But it also says, and of course, there's analysis for all these kind of dreams, no matter what you dream about. It says dreaming about playing ping pong often symbolizes the back and forth nature of your waking life, reflecting themes of communication, decision making, and emotional resilience. But you can make anything sound cool, right?
Yeah, that pretty much says everybody's life.
Exactly. That's why.
Oh my gosh, you have back and forth issues with communication. Whoa.
And that's why I go back and forth on what like dream interpretation, because I think you can easily go, oh, Virginia, you're having these kind of dreams because you're stressed out. You don't feel whole as one. You are not communicating. You can almost like a psychic doing a cold reading in a room.
Right.
You're able to do that. But then there are dreams that do stick with you that kind of, it feels like they're more spiritual and not just your brain going through the exercises a brain does while it's sleeping. I think there are some dreams out there that might produce a message, but the question is, what dreams are those and what is just the ones that are meaningless? Or is there no such thing as a meaningless dream? You've been
talking about getting a ping pong table.
Yeah, and it's really not even about ping pong. I just found it odd the last 3 nights I've been having intense ping pong dreams. Now I want to buy a ping pong table.
I support that decision.
I want to put a tournament together in my backyard.
Instead of buying another Bigfoot statue, can you buy us a ping pong table, damn it?
Yes. I will. But can you please take it seriously?
Yeah, I'll come over and whip your ass.
Well, you always say that, and you only played me one time. I was drunk at Bradley's.
I was drunk too.
Wearing the worst nard huggers. Now, I know these sound like excuses, and perhaps they are, but I want a rematch. It wasn't sanctioned. I want 2 tables going at once until the championship.
I love
There's 2 spots in my yard.
Now you got to get 2 tables?
It's a tournament.
Oh,
okay.
I want to put in bleachers. I want to make it a
wow.
You can rent little bleachers.
Okay.
Have like 40 or 50 people come over. I think that'd be so fun.
Yeah.
You and Denny's could be the announcers on YouTube.
That'd be amazing. I like that.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah. It'd be like shock and awe. I give you the shock, he'd be like, oh, man.
Yes.
That'd be a great combo.
That would be a great combo. And maybe get, you stop it at 14 players because you don't want this thing to go on for, weeks and weeks. But something where it'd be like a Saturday, Sunday kind of a fun thing.
Think I'm in.
Or am I just an insane person who wants to make a ping pong tournament?
I think you're just getting too big too fast. You got to start smaller and just get one ping pong table and let's have a little fun. Why do we have to have bleachers and a bunch of random people? It's going to go sideways so fast.
They used to call me Costco Pennington. You know why? Because I do everything in bulk, baby.
Including his dreams.
Yes. Who wants his little small dreams? I want a ping pong tournament, damn it. And it's so easy. It's easy to do.
That is not easy to do. All that.
Thanks for the pep talk, Coach.
2 ping pong tables, bleachers, 14 people competing, Kevin in a ref's uniform. That's a lot of layers.
I was going to be an announcer, I thought.
You are an announcer, and all of this, by the way, is all doable. People have done way harder things on the planet. If you got passion and you believe it and you got heart, you can do just about anything except for move things with your mind. I've tried it.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I have good news. I know a lot of people were messaging me about this because I know nothing about 3D printers.
Yeah.
But yet we, for some stupid reason, bought one for Rocco for Christmas. And Panda tried to help put it together. We failed miserably on that. And so I gave it to Engineer Keith, a longtime KVJ Nationer. And Engineer Keith has fixed it.
Oh, you knew you would.
It is totally fixed. He found the problem. Look at that. It was us. We didn't load the filament in properly.
Is that a common problem, people who don't know?
It is. It is.
All right, don't be so hard on yourself. You didn't know.
Yeah, so the filament wasn't loaded right. He loaded it in, and he's going to bring it back to me today. So Rocco will have it when he gets off the school bus this afternoon.
What is he dying to print first?
That's a great question. I think he wanted to make some kind of K-pop stuff.
Okay.
Because he saw it out at a farmer's market. There was a booth there that a guy that prints 3D little figurines had. And there was some K-pop Demon Hunters stuff that the guy had printed up, I'm sure, not respecting any of the copyright laws.
Yeah.
And Rocco was like, oh my gosh, I can print out K-pop Demon Hunters stuff.
Right, yeah.
Because he knows that will be a way to score with his friends at school.
Yeah.
All the kids love K-pop Demon Hunters.
I had a friend whose son was really into that 3D printing stuff, and he would print out swords that he liked. And he had a whole little sword collection he made on his 3D printer. Because I guess you go online, you find the blueprints, you put it right into your printer, and it makes it right for you.
Bam.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It'd be cool to see what he does with it. Okay.
You want some swords, Jbird?
I love a sword.
How about sores?
Sores, not so much.
We can give you sores easier than we can give you swords. That's all we got right now. I'm handing out tons of sores.
It's an interesting promotion.
It would be.
Who wants one?
Caller number 9. Would you like a sword?
Some sicko.
Did you say sword?
No, not sword. Sores.
Somebody sick would call in and go, I want a sword. I want a Ralston sword.
We're basically giving you herpes. Who wants some? Come on, right now. Okay, so who on the KVJ show do you think is going to be most likely to adopt a pet that they're allergic to? Doesn't seem like the right play. Now, you might say Denny's because he's allergic to cats, and here he's got a couple of cats that his wife had kind of brought into the picture when they got together. He's taking this shot that apparently the final one is going to get rid of his cat allergies. We're going to find out 1 month from now. That's true
beautiful.
or not.
If it was up to him, I'm not sure he does that.
Yeah.
If it was just his decision alone,
right.
He's being a good husband and being supportive.
Yeah, I don't see that either. So that's somebody that is willing to take on the misery of allergies for the love of a pet. And I think that might be Jbird.
It would.
It'd be me.
I think he would take that on. Now, who on the KVJ show is most likely to have a private fight in public?
Oh, boy. That's a toss-up between me and Virginia.
Yeah.
Depending on
any given day.
And honestly, that private fight might be me and her fighting in front of people in public.
True, yeah. So it could be both of you at the same time.
Which, by the way, has happened a good 7 to 10 times.
Right. It's pretty amazing to watch. And then you just have me and Denny's awkwardly standing in the corner being, I don't know what to do either, man.
I'm not getting involved.
We bounce back every time.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're better friends for it, Kevin.
If I had to tip my cap to one just because of recency bias, I'm going to go with Virginia after getting into a squabble with her daughter's ex-boyfriend inside of a restaurant in Tequesta. So
Yeah, it is Virginia.
Yeah.
It is.
I just don't have the good sense to back down.
Yeah, no, she just can't.
It depends on what it is, too, I think. Some things you'll let slide. It depends on what's going on. Like when that guy deliberately farted on you and your friends, you took it personal.
I had him kicked out of the restaurant.
She turned into the Raging Cajun, and, no one wants to be farted on, so I get the anger.
That's a weird thing to tell your buddies. Why'd you get kicked out? That farted on these chicks.
That is so weird.
Yeah, and it would tell you a lot about your friend group on how they respond. Do they high-five you, or do they hang their head in disappointment?
Something tells me this guy's friend group high-fived him.
Probably, yes.
He was that kind of guy.
Yes. How do you know you're hanging with the wrong people? And who on the KVJ show is most likely to start a fight in the comments section? We've got chat rooms, we've got social media, and sometimes a KVJ show member will go off on a person for the comment that they make.
I don't think anyone would start a fight. Me and Virginia are definitely the lippiest. Virginia's calmed it down because she don't want to get. She just knew it was going to end bad. It's probably me.
Yep. I think so too.
But it's usually
because you read the comments and she doesn't.
Yes, I do kind of like to know what's going on out there.
You care and she doesn't.
But it's usually a lot of times I'm kidding and then I read it back and I go, oh, it sounds like I'm being serious. Boy, social media is tough.
It's tough when you do social media and you're drinking because, yes, I've misinterpreted many things and then gone back and read them and gone, oh, that didn't age well.
But neither one of us seek things out to go. It's usually someone saying something negative about the show or one of us, and I'm in a mood. And I'm like, you know what? No. Why do you?
It's not the day.
Yeah. Why do you have to be a douche and I can't be? All right, I'm gonna type this one up myself.
Now I'm in an old-fashioned douche off,
and it leads you to nothing but pain and destruction. I end up getting a horrible stalker because of it.
Then who do you think on the KVJ show is most likely to get into a heated debate with AI, Siri, whatever you might be calling you, the person talking to you on your device?
Not me.
I don't talk to them because I don't find them very helpful, and I get terrible tech rage. So I don't engage. That might be the only reason why it's not me. But if this were kind of a question on who gets the worst tech rage, probably between myself and Jbird, and I might have the edge.
Yeah, I do. I suffer from tech rage myself. There's certain things with technology that bring out the worst in me. And then as soon as I get mad, I always feel bad instantly, as if the technology won and it turned me to the dark side. But if you're used to doing something every single day and then the next day you do the same exact thing and all of a sudden it's not doing what you're supposed to do, I get tech rage.
Yeah.
You're mad because it's taken up your valuable time.
Yes.
You've spent time and energy and effort into making edits and putting something together creatively, and then your computer or your phone just eats it.
Yeah, it's a problem that shouldn't be there. Exactly. It gets in the way of what we're making or what we're doing because we're always under the gun on time.
I don't have enough time for this.
Yeah. Gotta tell you, if you listen to the KVJ show, you're going to learn something new every single day. I did not know that cats will show you approval by slow blinking at you. That just came out yesterday.
And if they slow wink at you, they really approve.
Yeah.
Blink is 2 eyes, wink is 1, but I think you know the difference.
So Jbird was putting this into practice yesterday to see if he could make some personal connections with cats. And he was going around and every kind of little pussy cat he could find, he was blinking slowly at.
We have a lot of cats in our neighborhood. A lot of them like my yard. The one that I fell in love with hasn't come back. I don't know what happened to her. She's gone.
Wow.
But there was another cat in my front yard, so I got on all fours, and it was very, very, very sweet, not scared of me. I'm like crawling towards it. It's not moving. It's looking right at me. I give it a slow blink like that, and it blinked right back at me.
Wow.
Yes.
Now we're dating.
Yeah.
Are you talking about kind of like a slow army crawl? Is that what you're doing towards the cat?
I wish I could get on the table and show you guys.
Okay.
It's picture me walking like a slow panther.
Okay, so you were on all fours. You weren't down like an army crawl on the ground?
More all fours.
Okay.
That's hot.
Yeah, it's sounding a little weird. I get
Your
it.
neighbors are probably like, what the hell is he tripping on?
Dude, I've given up on whether my neighbors think I'm normal or not.
Some of your neighbors aren't normal either.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
Birds of a feather.
Exactly. Zero judgment over here. But I was so excited because I watched that cat video over the break. It's 30 minutes, I think, of cat facts of what to do with a cat. And one of them says if they blink back at you, they're feeling you.
Wow.
So is there any chance you might get a cat since you've done all this research? And, if you had your own cat, you could really work with that slow blinking.
The only reason why a cat scares me is because I've seen how Denny's cats act sometimes.
Yep.
And sometimes if something gets them squirrely, they will jump around all over things. And I got so much things to knock over. I mean, I don't want to run into an alien's face or an alien finger, hurt itself.
Yeah, you don't have the kind of... Your house is like a knick-knack museum.
Well, I mean, I can barely walk in there without poking my eye out. And I scare myself at least once a week thinking someone's in my house because the lights are out, but it's a statue.
It can happen.
It can happen. Absolutely.
Yeah. We'll see. Do you think one day Jbird might get himself a cat, Virginia? You think he could get there?
I just don't see him as a cat guy.
You think I'm a dog guy?
I think you're a dog guy. I think you are a man of science. And so out in the yard, I like that you're experimenting with these cats, but I don't think you're going to take one as a roommate.
No, I do like the fact of them being protectors of the outer rim of my house.
You like them getting rid of them rats?
I do. That one cat that was sticking around for so long, I felt like it had my back. I had some protection. It felt good.
Okay.
And you haven't seen it since.
Not since the entire break. It's like it went away for the holidays and never came back.
Crazy.
Yeah. Maybe it ate all the rats and moved on.
Maybe it's traveling.
Yeah.
Maybe it just got caught up on a layover.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot of cats out there. They toy with your heart.
Do you have a cat?
No, do not have a cat. No.
I know you ain't got no cat.
I have no cat. No, I'm fiercely allergic to cats.
Doesn't Rocco want a dog, your son?
He does.
Are you going to cave in?
I don't think I am.
Oh, wow.
I don't think we have the time that it would require people to be home and care for a dog.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, yesterday, the poor thing would have starved to death and peed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just noticed there's definitely a couple different ways people treat dogs. Some really they care that their dog is out running, exercising. They want to spend time with it. And then there's other people who leave it in a crate for 14 hours. And
I can't do that.
It's just chilling there until they get home. And that one makes me sad because at that point, I don't think you should have a dog.
Yeah, no, I agree. They're like kids. You need to be able to dedicate your time and attention, your money towards them to be fair. Well, yesterday, Denny's was telling us about how he's getting this shot that would get rid of his cat allergies, which has been tough for him, having a couple cats in the house.
His wife loves cats. He married into a cat life, but he has significant allergies like me. He's allergic to cat hair.
Yep, exactly. So apparently he's got that shot. We're going to wait for a month from now, and then we're going to overly expose him to cats to see if it was effective.
Oh, we are going to make him cat snuggle right here in the studio.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And who knows, maybe Jbird will take all those cats home and home them himself.
Oh, yeah. I brought a bunch of cow hair just to throw on them just to see how
cow hair.
You don't really realize how much technology runs your life until you don't have it. Yesterday, a Verizon outage had people flipping out because they couldn't get their Bruno Mars tickets. Husbands were unavailable. Wives were suspicious. It's not me. I swear I got Verizon.
Sure.
Yeah. And it really is. There are a couple things out there that really let us know how addicted we are to our technology. Jbird just joked a second ago saying that, you know what, stay home, read a book. That would be amazing because in 2025, 40% of Americans read 0 books. Did anybody here, raise your hand if you read a book last calendar year? 50% of the show did. The other 50%, myself, Virginia, did not. I bought a book.
It's half the battle.
It is, yeah. Bought a book.
I have a book on my nightstand right now because one of my friends wrote it. And I started to get into reading it the other night. And Rocco needed something. I had to put it down. And it's a lot. It's hard. When you think about how pulled in so many different directions we are, I would love to read a book. But I can't look at Rocco and go, nope, sorry, kid. I'm over here reading. You go figure it out on your own.
So you barely got to the introduction?
Barely.
Okay.
When was the last time you looked at social media?
This morning?
Yeah, I think it was this morning. I did.
So we have time for social media.
Well, I went to the work page and, making sure that stuff is where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of our social media has to do with work. I wouldn't necessarily say we're all into social media on a personal level. Mm-hmm. I think we do a lot for work.
I'll tell you the thing about me with books, though, is that I treat my reading the same way people treat their social media. I want shorter stories. I want clips. I want headlines. I want to move on to a different topic pretty fast. And making a commitment to a book is almost like committing to a TV series where you'd say, there's got to be something really, am I going to be spending my time wisely by jumping into this? And I think that's what keeps me from zipping through books.
But they say it's mentally beneficial for you to actually read a physical book compared to a screen.
Yeah, and that's what I'm missing out on because pretty much every word I read in life, it typically comes from a screen. Huge majority. Now, what damage that's doing to me, have no idea.
I think you're on point.
Thank you. I feel great.
I think you're doing great.
Yeah.
I think book reading for me would be wonderful and nostalgic because I grew up with a mom that was a school teacher. And every summer I would have to read so many books. And she would basically, threaten me if I didn't read the books and then be able to report back to her about them. So I grew to enjoy it and love it, but I think of it as a luxury and a nostalgia thing that I would absolutely enjoy.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kev. I couldn't read a long novel, a slow burn. The books that I read were small books.
Dr. Seuss.
A Cat in a Hat was one of them. The Bitch Has a Witch.
Well, the other thing I know when technology goes down that people hate being kept from is their video games. If you're one of those people that you dedicate a lot of your time or that is your thing that you use to decompress, to have the system go down and you can't access it. And a lot of them too, it relies on an internet connection now. I think pretty much everything my son plays is relying on that. If we lost Wi-Fi, I don't know that there's any games he could actually play. So the question for me is sometimes you realize that maybe you're addicted to video games when you can't get to your video games. But here's another way to tell. They say there's a sweet spot. You can basically use this as a marker to say, past this point, you're damaging your health and wellness. They've done some studies on this. In fact, there's kind of a global study. And they said playing video games up to 10 hours a week. 10 a week, not 10 a day, 10 a week. Didn't make much difference to your health. But they noticed as soon as people got past that line, things changed really fast. They said that students who played more than 10 hours a week showed poorer diets, worse sleep, higher body weight. They say every extra hour of gaming was linked to a further decline in all of those factors. Stress and exercise also increased.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if depression increased as well.
Yeah, they noticed that past 10 hours a week, things were not really great for the overall quality of life for gamers.
Rocco was showing me the other day, there's these apps you can put on your kid's phone that will basically shut them off when they go over whatever limit you've set on the amount of time allowable to spend on either social media or games or both. And I think he was showing it to me because he wanted me to put it on his phone to create boundaries for him, but I don't really know how to use it. So
it's smart though. If you could do that with your kids and you could set that limit, whatever it might be, you would know that definitely do not go over 10 in a week. That is the hard line cutoff, and you might want to go a lot less than that. And they said where the abuses really started to come in, notice your late night gaming. People would lose themselves past midnight, and it'd be 5 a.m. They'd be like, it's only like 1. They're like, oh, it's 5? And so those are some of those moments where they added extra time. They said you need to take breaks because a lot of times people get into a groove and then they just lose themselves by not taking a break, walking around looking at a clock or just how much daylight is outside. And the other thing was the snack quality. They said that when you started choosing really bad snacks, that's when it started to really affect your body weight.
Unhealthy snacks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're going to sit there and just, shovel things into your face while you're playing video games, just watch the quality of food you're shoveling in.
Well, you got to order Uber Eats while you're on level 5 because you can't get up. It's level 5, dude.
That's it.
And you had 2 bags, family size, of Doritos.
And believe it or not, family size goes down a lot quicker and faster than one might think.
How small is this family?
I don't even bother buying the regular size Doritos anymore. So what am I, 8?
Yeah, right. With those family sizes, though, you lose yourself. You don't realize how much you've consumed.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I only had half a bag. But if you're on smaller bags, you'd have had 3.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it goes. So what is the ruling when it comes to maintenance people entering a locked apartment? Jbird, you said you were talking to this girl who was in the shower as a maintenance guy comes into her apartment.
Yeah, I found out a little bit more about the story. She lives with a roommate, but I guess the roommate had put in an order about something, and something was wrong with the sink.
Yeah.
But they never gave a time when they were coming over. They just noted it down and say, all right, we'll let you know. And the other roommate didn't know about this, that she had done this. So the one roommate's in the shower and she hears somebody coming through the front door and she knows it's not her roommate because her roommate's at work. It was the maintenance guy. He opened up her door and walked in and she said, get out of here. I'm in the shower. Get out. I don't want you in here right now. And he bounced out. She complained to the front and they said that the maintenance workers have access to any apartment because they have all the keys. And if someone needs something fixed and that they're not home, they can't wait around all day for your permission, and sometimes times change. So I was wondering, is that illegal? Can you enter somebody's apartment as a maintenance worker without making an appointment? Because there was never a time set. He went when he felt like it was time to go.
That is some shady business right there.
I thought it sounded shady too.
I mean, in this day and age, there's been Dateline specials where the maintenance guy is the killer.
One of my old apartments, there was a girl that was taken from her apartment because the maintenance worker had the keys and walked right into her apartment at nighttime.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It was on Brandywine, wasn't it?
Nope. That was a different story where a girl got murdered. I've lived at some weird places.
Yeah, you have. I hope you got some alibis.
Now, one text we got says, I know the law about maintenance men. 24-hour notice for items like pest control or fire inspection. However, in emergency situations like a water leak from an upstairs apartment that's dripping into lower levels, they can come in whenever needed, but it has to be a legitimate excuse. And faulty plumbing is the most often reason for accessing an apartment without notice. But otherwise, if they didn't have that, then yes, they cannot come in like they did.
Shouldn't he be knocking, though, before he's trying his key?
At the very least.
At the very least, I mean, to me, I think there should be a policy. I mean, I guess if it's an emergency and the building's going to collapse, but what's an emergency here? Is the water thing really that big of an emergency? Fixing a sink, I wouldn't say is an emergency.
Now, Veronica in our chat said, property and project manager here. In a rental, they can absolutely enter whenever they want in an emergency. However, when you put in a work order, you have to specify and give the PTE permission to enter.
Wow.
So there was no communication with the roommates, the ones in the shower, and then there's a maintenance guy in the house, and she freaked out.
She should have. And
she should have freaked out.
This is out of line that this person did that, and she should definitely report it and say, yes, I would like for you to take off next month's rent for me.
Is that a thing that's effective? Let's say it's 2 a.m. in the morning and they think there's an emergency in Virginia's apartment. Does the maintenance worker have the right to go in there at 2 a.m. because it's quote unquote an emergency?
That's horrifying if he does.
I couldn't sleep if I knew someone else had my key.
Well, if you live in an apartment, you're just telling us right now that they can come in whenever they want, as long as it's an emergency.
And they can make up. You could make up the fact that it's an emergency.
You could totally go to the unit that's empty above the girl's unit that you want to enter and do something to her pipes to make it an emergency.
This don't seem right. This seems like this needs a rethinking of how we're doing this.
Amen.
No, it absolutely does. Another comment that I saw here in the KVJ TV chat on YouTube, somebody said you should always have a deadbolt locked when you're home, and other people are saying if they don't provide one, I would go get one, put it on your door yourself, and make sure, especially if you're a single girl or you're ever home, that door is dead-bolted locked.
That's good advice.
That is good advice.
Mm-hmm. Any other thoughts on this and how she should handle it? Honestly, I'm not opposed to asking for a free month of rent. I think they were in the wrong. I think this guy way overstepped the bounds. I think you say, look, I'm considering getting out of this place because I don't feel safe. Take at least 1 month off my rent and I'll maybe reconsider.
I love it.
Yeah. Go for it, man.
Kevin wants to rep you as your lawyer.
That's it.
I heard it here.
That's it.
Ralston, and Ralston.
Yep.
There's 3 of them?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that good?
I took pre-law for 6 weeks in college.
Okay.
Yep.
Get him, Ralston.
My dad's kind of an attorney. 877-979-WRMF.
You need any help? I took business law for a half a semester. Got a C-.
Between the two of us, we can totally illegally practice law.
I think I didn't articulate that point, and I think that's what's confusing some people. The one roommate went to the front office to complain about something, but they were really busy, I guess, and they almost kind of gave her the scram kid, and they said, we'll write it down, and we'll get to it when we get to it, and we'll let you know. And they never let him know. So all of a sudden, yeah, she did report it, but there was never a time thing, and she felt like they rushed the whole situation. I think there was a lot of mistakes made also in the front of the office of her getting out there. They didn't write it down the correct way. Because people were going, oh, it's her fault because she...
Yeah, people were saying, she shouldn't be mad at maintenance. This wasn't their fault. It was her roommate's fault for not telling her that she had done this.
Yes, but the roommate didn't say anything because they didn't give her a time or anything. She didn't even know what to tell the friend. So I don't know. I'll give you her email address and her social media, and you guys can go pile on her.
Yeah.
Because everyone's got the answers.
Yes. Yeah, somebody said the roommate put in the work order. I'm sure the maintenance guy knocked, but the other roommate was in the shower. This is all 100% legitimate. He left. Now her panties are in a bunch, and you guys are talking ridiculous about how this is uncalled for.
Signed the creepy maintenance worker.
Yeah. Well, yes, I guess if there was a notice and all that, then...
Okay.
Who wants to laugh their ass off? Ooh, I know I do. He wrote some funny punchlines just for me and you. It's Danny's Joke Jury.
Who's ready to laugh?
All righty, time for a little comedy. Danny's got the jokes for us. We're going to know what is hitting and what is not really hitting. Okay, what do we got today, Danny's?
All right, first joke. What kind of matching bathrobes did the Undertaker and his bride get?
Matching bathrobes? I don't know what kind of matching bathrobes did they get.
His and hers.
His and hers.
Hers. Very clever.
Second joke. Why do Buddhist monks go to the casino?
I don't know. Why do Buddhist monks go to the casino?
To bet.
He's good.
I love it.
Third joke. Why was the professor able to solve the equation using a cadaver?
I don't know. Why was he able to solve the equation using a cadaver?
Because he was a math mortician.
Okay, yes. A little bit of both.
Oh, math people are laughing their butts off right now.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Good. They should.
You love math and death.
Yeah. It's a weird combo.
I'm afraid of both.
I'm afraid of both.
You can keep them.
All right, fourth joke. Why was the chiropractor so busy?
I don't know. Why was the chiropractor so busy?
Because he had back-to-back appointments.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's got to be a joke a chiropractor's used somewhere.
Guaranteed.
Yes.
And final joke for y'all. What kind of farts does eating only cold cuts give you?
I don't know what kind of farts do you get from cold cuts.
Silent but deli.
Daily.
Very nice, Dennis. Very nice.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design. Well, if you're a fan of the Real Housewives franchise, Bravo is celebrating 20 years of Real Housewives. And this is going to be quite the star-studded ultimate girls trip. Some of these ultimate girls trips have gone off the rails so hardcore that they ended up in lawsuits and court and never saw the light of day. So I'm so excited for this one. Your housewife favorites, including Vicky Gunvalson, Luann de Lesseps, Teresa Giudice, Kyle Richards, Portia Williams, and Lisa Barlow are going to be joining Nene Leakes. So, yeah, it's going to be a big old cast, lots of ego, lots of princesses who all consider themselves the top dog.
I have never been so excited to not watch something.
Right?
It's not for you. So stay tuned. I will let you know. Fans are very excited about that lineup. The Golden Globes drew 8.5 million people on the CBS network the other night.
Yeah, but they're all bots, Virginia. They're bots.
It is a downturn from, I guess, years in the past. But years in the past, they have had an NFL playoff game, which was a lead-in. So you can see why I would totally stick around and watch the Golden Globes if I was watching a football game and then it ended and then the Golden Globes came on. I mean, that's just like a kiss.
Yeah, and so many of these shows, every single year, more people are getting the clips on social media. And so those numbers, you really got to put the social media in there to see just how big of a success it was.
You're right. And maybe you could explain, Kevin, what's going on here. It looks like Netflix made a pretty big announcement yesterday. They're going to be launching original video podcasts, and they're going to kick it off, one by Pete Davidson and one by Michael Irvin. It's an aggressive expansion, they say, into the podcast format. Truly, now everyone has a podcast.
Yeah, and I really think that is going to be a problem here very soon. I would imagine the next 3 to 5 years, you're going to be really weeding out a lot of people that have these podcasts. There's so many celebrity podcasts where you're just hearing all the stuff, and they're gobbling up all the good stories that they have. And so when they're told, you kind of burn that story.
A lot of them are boring, too, man. I mean, I get it. You live in your own little world, but a lot of stuff isn't universal material they talk about. So remember when we were in our Porsche together and we ran over a person and kept driving because they were poor? Oh, my gosh. Like, what is this?
A lot of them are just boring.
They're boring.
And we talked about this in the car yesterday. Amy Poehler. I mean, I don't know. I just think I want entertainment. I want somebody who's going to bring comedy, bring exciting things that they're going to say. Like, you never know what's going to come out of their mouth. They're going to bring something different and not just so generic and oatmeal and toast with no butter. Like, it's boring. Some of them are just unlistenably boring.
Everyone's got a podcast, including my grandma, and she passed away 17 years ago.
Wow, that's was just silence.
This seems like everyone gets one. The dead, the living.
Well, stay tuned, because now Netflix has entered the arena, and it'll be interesting to see who is still standing in 3 years.
Yeah,
will all these celebrities be still doing it? I doubt it.
No, I think you'll see a few. Look, you've got Dax Shepard, who's done great. You've got the Smartless podcast. They're great.
Smartless is great. They're entertaining.
But of all the celebrities now getting a podcast, you're going to see probably a less than 10% success rate, and you're not going to see a majority of them go into a third season. they'll get burned on it. They'll realize the numbers aren't everything. And so will the people paying, like Netflix, and be like, okay, look, Netflix has done that as well. They put big investments into a certain level of content, realize that the viewership is not there, and then they redirect their money elsewhere. I think the same thing will happen with this, but they're just going to throw it against the wall and see what sticks.
And look, there are some good podcasts out there. I don't want people thinking I think all podcasts are terrible, but it is very watered down. It's watered down, and even with comedians, their numbers are down. There's some, like someone brought up the Matt and Shane podcast, or the Shane and Matt podcast, that does really well. That's a comedy podcast. So there's good stuff out there, but you gotta sift through it, man.
And I think the really big hits will be people you will not expect, and they're not on your radar, and they'll come out of nowhere because they'll care about it and they'll really put everything into it. What would concern me about a celebrity doing this? A lot of times it's their side hustle, and they want a quick splash of extra money. But then they realize how much work it is to do a good episode every single time. And are they willing to put in that kind of effort for it?
Oh, the Harry and Meghan Markle podcast. Right. I mean, good gosh.
Yeah.
Unlistenable.
Exhibit A, Your Honor.
She's reading a script that somebody else wrote. Yeah, that thing did not last. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Did you see any of the photos from the big Tiger Woods party last night at the Breakers?
I did. I was a little disappointed because I was hoping it would be more star-studded. And yeah, there were a few names of note. But with all the people that were in town yesterday, I was kind of disappointed that I didn't see any of them at the Breakers last night, at least from the pictures that were on all the gossip sites that I was able to peruse.
I think it's the ones that you would expect. Last night it went down. It was Tiger Woods' 50th birthday party at the Breakers on Palm Beach, and we knew a lot of the people that were going to be there ahead of time. John Bon Jovi was there. Got a photo of him. Ricky Fowler, of course, who lives in Palm Beach County. Justin Thomas, one of Tiger's best friends. Michael Strahan was there. The owner of the Atlanta Falcons, Arthur Blank, and then Tiger was there with his girlfriend, Vanessa Trump. That's Don Jr.'s ex-wife, and then Don Jr.'s daughter, Kai, was also with him. So those were just kind of what I saw. I did see other influencers trying to sneak in, and they got blocked by the Breakers security and got nowhere. And then the girl at the end was like going, I think there's a guy named Thomas Justin who was here. It's like, and her friend's like, it's Justin Thomas. She's like, okay. So, yeah, it looked like the people that tried to sneak in did not get to really whiff the celebrities.
I really thought they were going to put it over on the beach club side, the side that they made it so that you could not infiltrate.
Right.
But they had it in the regular the big ass ballrooms, and apparently in the hallways there was tons of security and police.
Oh, yes. I thought you were going to say it was tons of food.
No.
When you were talking yesterday about Will Ferrell and Tina Fey are making that golf movie for Netflix, and you thought they would be there because of that, they've been filming this for a little while. They're doing a lot of it in California. So what it tells me is they came here quickly to do a few quick shots at TGL and Palm Beach Gardens and then probably jetted right out. So I don't think they're here long.
That's a shame because I wanted them to be at Tiger's party.
Yeah.
If you're making a golf movie, it just fits that you go to Tiger's 50th birthday because you're in Palm Beach filming scenes for the new Netflix movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're not tight. There was 300 people on the guest list last night.
Which is kind of small, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Life is hard. Sorry, it just is. There's this challenge and a struggle with every single age. What do you think is the age where you have to struggle the most? And this realization just hit a 9-year-old girl who was the daughter of one of Jbird's friends. And he heard her yelling out, "Life is hard." What was it that got her so upset?
Life is so hard is what she said. And she was upset. She's a really great student. She takes her grades very seriously. And she's in a science group, and they're doing a science project together. But her group is majority of her friends, and none of them are doing the work. And she's doing all the work. And they've gotten into a big fight about it. So she's got the pressure of the science project.
Yeah.
Her friends aren't doing the work.
Yeah.
She called them out, and now they're all fighting. And she came home. She goes, "Life is so hard."
That's tough.
That is tough.
Because she takes it serious,
Right.
and you got some slackers on your team.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you right now, sweet cheeks, this is preparing you for your future in the workforce.
Well,
because it is just, it's all about working with others.
Yes, she loves science, and she's one of those kids that if she gets gets a B, she's distraught. So she takes it super seriously. And it kind of worked out magically that it was her and her friends in the group. It wasn't like they picked each other. It kind of just worked out that way that the majority of the group is her friends and they ain't doing any work and she is not happy.
You're just realizing that, okay, this is how life is going to be and people are going to let me down, especially the ones that I trust the most are going to do things that make me really sad and upset.
But Kevin, you're right though. Every age, whatever you're going through, there's always something going on.
Yeah, and I know people would argue that, just wait till you got bills and kids and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I think your problems become greater, but your coping mechanism is better. And it's in your own mind, a lot of these problems and struggles. And so when you're a kid, you look at the problems and you laugh at them because you're like, that's not big, but they don't have the coping mechanism to deal with the problems like you do. So in their world, they are just as massive as you trying to get your kids to band practice or whatever. And somebody else might say, is it a big deal if they're late for band practice? I mean, in the grand scheme of things. And so even people at that age, people who are older you don't even know really what problems are. Wait till your body doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right.
And then tell me you got problems.
Exactly.
But you only know what you know at that age.
Yeah.
You only if you're 15 years old and you've only been dealing with 15-year-old problems, that's the world you're living in. So what seems dramatic to you is real to you because that's the universe you're living in.
And it is your whole world.
Yeah.
Especially if grades are important to you and you don't want to let down your teachers and you don't want your project to get a bad grade.
I mean, I can think back to when I was 16 years old. I went 0 for 3 against Wellington High School with 2 strikeouts, and I left guys on base. I remember every single moment of that, and it wrecked my world. The fact that I didn't drive runs in, Wellington beat us, that was such a catastrophe for me. I look back now and go, it's okay. You know, it's okay you didn't beat Wellington.
Yeah.
But it's really actually not Wellington.
Yeah, where I am in life, I look back, I don't know if there's a certain stage that I would say is harder than the others. I would say that from where I was in every single moment, I was probably just as stressed about what was happening to me at that time and at that age as what I am now. Nothing really jumps out. Now, you might have a different story because you had to go through maybe a parent died early in life or something like that. And so that change made that part of your life more difficult for you. But if everything is standard, I would argue that, life probably is about the same because it's all about your maturity and your coping mechanisms to deal with those problems. Because you're right. You look back now and be like going, dude, who cares about that baseball game? But it was a big deal to
Somebody
you.
obviously still is carrying it.
Yeah.
I still kind of do care.
Yeah.
I have a friend, if I bring up this one play where we lost this championship game, he will get physically mad. We were 12 when this happened, and I can't even bring it up because a vein will stick out in his forehead.
I'm wondering how that person who made that mistake feels.
I wonder, too, because the team was not happy with this person, and he wasn't even supposed to be in the game. Our second baseman got kicked out for John back at the umpire.
Do they care as much as your friend cares?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. Well, if you love going to restaurants like we do, got some cool things happening for some South Florida restaurants. One nice little thing for Hallie's, which is in West Palm Beach. It was voted one of the best diners in America, according to Southern Living.
It really is a special place. If you haven't been to Howley's, go and experience it. It is so cool. Kids love it too.
Yeah.
Grown-ups and kids will have a good time.
It's really neat because, it's from a bygone era. It opened up in 1950 when Dixie Highway really was the only way to get north-south, if you're in West Palm Beach in that area. And so to kind of see it there right off the side of the road where it is. And then, the Subculture Group got it in 2005. And over the last 20 plus years, they started bringing in alcohol and some things like that. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a fun little place. Also, a nice little thing for Matt Abdu. He is the owner and pitmaster of Pig Beach Barbecue. He is going to get his chance to battle culinary titan Bobby Flay during the Beat Bobby Flay on the Food Network.
I always wondered that. I know you know a lot about Bobby Flay, and, he's this big chef, and he always goes against people When someone beats him, do you think he takes that super hard, or is that just the nature of the show?
I think he takes it hard, but I think he also understands that it helps the show get better when people do actually beat him. If no one ever beat him, people wouldn't watch the show.
I tell you what, when I want to just unplug from the world and not have anything stressful just in front of my face, I put the Food Network on. It's such a cozy thing to watch. There's so many different kind of games and shows.
And it's exciting that, Pig Beach, we've all been there. That's a great
one of my
little
favorites.
Establishment. You can cheer for your hometown hero going against Bobby Flay.
They got a great word of mouth, too, locally, Pig Beach. I hear everybody talk about them.
They do.
Yeah. Now, to get to Bobby Flay, he's got to go through a pitmaster out of Chicago first. But they're going to be doing a watch party at Pig Beach on Thursday, January 29th. It's going to be airing at 9 p.m.
Nice.
You want to go there and check that out. The episode, I guess, was actually shot about 2 years ago. But this is going to be the first official airing of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and Abdu, he's actually been on Beat Bobby Flay many times, but mainly as a judge and things like that. This will be his first time getting a crack at Bobby.
I love it.
Also, just down the street from them, Tropical Smokehouse. They are now opening on Atlantic Avenue in Delray Beach. Cool little building. It's red and white painted there. It's just a little bit west of Swinton.
I think that's like 2 years in the making. They've been putting that thing together.
Probably, because, I used to go to the bar that was there before they put the Tropical in. It's been a little while since I've been there.
Good for them. They're growing too.
Yeah, they opened up their location that is just right down from Pig Beach.
Yeah.
In 2021. So, yeah, they're now extending. So I'd imagine they'll probably be opening up throughout South Florida. And there's a new restaurant that's going to be coming to the area. It's called Emelina. I guess is the name of it. Emelina, Emelina. Emelina? That might be it.
Emelina.
I got to get used to saying that. Emelina.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah, what they're doing is they're opening up in the exact spot as Conroe, which was the only Michelin-starred restaurant at West Palm Beach.
Oh, yes. That was the one that had the chef that was very naughty.
Yes. It's going to be opening up same place. That's in West Palm Beach's Flamingo Park. Later this month, it's going to be open up. It's going to be a modern take on Cuban cuisine, they say. Now, here's the thing. It sounds like they're racing for a Michelin star themselves, and they say the menu is going to be priced between $225 to $250 for an intimate tasting experience.
But how intimate? I mean,
It's a small space.
Can I keep my pants on?
No. You have to remain clothed.
That's it.
You porky pig weirdo.
So there you go. That's some new places that are opening up. Always love to see the restaurant stuff. And if you love restaurants like we do, make sure you follow us on Instagram. kvj.eats is where you can go and see our reviews and a lot of places we love to go as well. Well, I can tell you, it definitely proved a point that pizza can change your day for the positive. The power of pizza. Captain Crust and Princess Pepperoni. Some alter egos and superheroes went to the Learning Center in Royal Palm Beach yesterday to drop off a big old stack of pizza pies to the kids, and they were very receptive, and it was really cool just to see how much they loved seeing you guys. I mean, I know they love the pizza, but there was a kid that I guess organized the whole thing that had a Super Pie shirt on.
Yeah, so I've been talking to Aiden in our DMs for months now. He and his family are so sweet. We all met up at the Italian Festival back in November, and he said, hey, is there any way that Captain Crust and Princess Pepperoni can come to my school and host a pizza party? And I was like, yeah, sure, let's set it up. And we've been talking to his school administrators and to him, and yesterday it happened, and it was so sweet because he was basically the hero of his school for setting it all up, and he was so proud, and I loved it.
He was awesome. Aiden was awesome. Everyone there was awesome. We sang, we danced, we ate pizza. It really was a very fun, magical moment. Me and Princess Pepperoni had a fantastic time. They do a great job running that school. I loved it.
Yeah, we learned so much about the school. The Learning Center is a charter school for kids on the autism spectrum, and it's a big program.
Yeah.
They are doing beautiful things. These teachers there are so loving and compassionate passionate, and it just, I mean, I'm glowing from going there.
They're doing some musical, I think, in a couple months.
The Jungle Book.
And they sang Bare Necessities in those songs I love. I want to be like you.
I want to walk like you.
It was so fun. It was a great time. The pizza was good, too. Everyone had a great time, it seemed like. So
yeah, it was beautiful.
Grand Slam fun.
Mm-hmm. Went all the way around. If you'd like to see it, it is up on pretty much every social media platform. I know it's on our Instagram. You can see it as a YouTube short as well if you're checking us out right now.
Don't worry. I took out all copywritten music and replaced it with the original. I had to take out the Disney song because I'm like, dang it, Disney, the mouse is going to get me.
Oh, the mouse is just waiting and watching our YouTube channel.
So you get Snack Pack instrumental beats.
Well, we got more KVJs going to be coming your way. It is on YouTube. It's on Twitch. It's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all over the place. Get it live. You can get it on demand anytime you want on those platforms, including Spotify, where we do video now, the regular show and the after the show, and a lot of show clips as well.
Look at you, all fancy.
Yeah, every single day I notice more and more people are jumping over to Spotify to check out the video versions of the KVJ show. All right, before we get to the after the show, Bird, if you would, wrap us up with your thought for the day.
Creation makes you busy. Over judgment makes you bored. Call your mom and dad, tell them that you love them.
Kevin, did you get that?
I was just watching you drinking it in.
Maybe you can explain it to me if you understand.
It'll hit you. Right around noon, you're like, damn, Bert's got some wisdom.
So deep.
Yeah, so deep.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.